On to our next story, the hotter the weather, the more intense the battle between the riders at the Superbike World Championship Mandalika 2023. Yamaha riders Toprak Ragastolu and Andrea Locatelli were dominant in the Tiso Superpole as well as the first race. However, they couldn't withstand quite the challenge from Alvaro Bautista, who eventually emerged as victor. To find out more about today's race result from WSBK, we have our own reporter Shara Median and video journalist Lutfi Afan. Shara, how was the race over there?
Yes, hi, good afternoon. So as you can see behind me right now, well, the weather is quite kind. Only a few hours ago it was sunny, it was scorching hot. But I have the recap from today's race. So let's start it with the result from the T-Sot Superpole session. So the 2021 world champion Toprak Ragastolu, he reclaimed his throne at least for this round, and he showed his prowess at the circuit. Meanwhile, on the second position is his teammate Andrea Locatelli, and it was Yamaha's 1-2 for the first time since Kyalami in 2010. And it was quite of a fantastic effort by the Japanese manufacturer to continue write history in Indonesia with their special Indonesian flag livery as well. And meanwhile, on the third position, there's Alvaro Bautista. And he said on the press conference earlier that the reason why he was a bit slowed down because he encountered a problem with his bike. But, you know, someone with his caliber and someone with his experience, of course, could turn the table as he won the race one round. With his calm and also steady performance, he eventually conquered the Lion's Dens, which is the Mandalika circuit. He was initially behind Toprak, actually, on the opening 5 laps. But on the turn 15, he managed to take Toprak by surprise, and you know, he moved past him and led the race. This Bautista's fourth win in the 2023 season and Ducati's first victory at the Mandalika circuit. And Ducati are also edging closer to a milestone win as the Italian manufacturer now have 396 wins in the World SBK. Which brings us to the second winner, Toprak Ragastolu. He had an advantage at the starting grid position, but he unfortunately couldn't manage to keep his position on the 5 laps. And the reason why, he said on the press conference, he said that he encountered a problem with his front tire. That's why he couldn't pick up a speed. And and he said that he also didn't want to force it because it could be quite fatal for him. And he was almost 5 seconds down on Bautista. And again, right after him on the third position, there's Andrea Locatelli. Locatelli's third place means he now has 8 podiums in World SBK and remains second in the championship, standing behind Bautista. And there was also a feisty battle that happened on the 4th and also 5th position between Bassani and also Petrucci. And Bassani was actually very strong today. He was very ferocious. He was very eager to take the podium. He almost went past Ragastolu, but he is not an easy opponent. So he could push him back. And meanwhile, on his tail, there's Petrucci, who also wanted his position as well. Even though he had to be satisfied on the 5th position. There was unfortunately an incident happened to Rinaldi, which is Bautista's team from Ducati. He had to quit the race earlier because he had a crash on the opening laps with Bassani. And the latest update that I heard from his team, that his team will check on his head to ensure that he does not have any head injury, and ahead of the warming up race for tomorrow. So that's all I have, the recap for today. Many unexpected things happened, and who knows, maybe tomorrow there'll be even more surprises. I'll keep you updated. Back to the studio.
Thank you so much, Sarah Mediana and video journalist Lutfi Afan for your report from Mandalika. That's a wrap for sport this hour, but when we return, we'll have more information. So keep it here only on Trial News. See you today.